49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, the league races are coming to a close and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Benicia battle College Park, Branham meets Pioneer, and Wilcox faces Los Altos.
We have thrilling softball action with Carondelet and California, lacrosse playoff action with San Marin and Miramonte, and the weight lifted from this Andrew Hill athlete. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week in the West Catholic League where 4 teams are lined up within 2 games of first place. 2 of those teams meeting this week. St. Francis at 9-3 was just 1 game behind league leading Sarah.
St. Ignatius was 1 game behind the Lancers, starting their home and home series to end the league season this week. We have action from game 2 played at Fairmont Park on Friday.
Nick Chow on the mound for St. Francis as the Lancers take on St. Ignatius. The Lancers on the board first. In the first is Henry Dahmer. Sends a fly ball to center field. That's deep enough to score Landon King, and it's 1-0 St. Francis. But the Cats answer back in the bottom half. DJ Delaney lines one to the gap in left center field for extra bases. Racing around third and scoring is Archer Horn. It's all tied up at 1. Next batter, Bo Schaefer, and Bo shoots it to left field for a base hit. Here comes DJ Delaney, and DJ comes in to score 2-1 St. Ignatius after 1. The Lancers tie the game off a fielder's choice in the 3rd, but SI retakes the lead in the 4th as Emmett Johnson grounds one through the infield for a base hit. Coming around to score is Charlie Stecker, and it's 3-2 Cats after 4. Top 5 now, and Jack Leeper gets all of this one and sends it to deep left field. That ball is gone! A solo home run for Jack, and the game is tied at 3. Meanwhile, Nick Chow was brilliant on the mound for the Lancers. Nick getting one of his 9 strikeouts in 5 innings of work here. Still 3-3 after 5. Bases loaded for the Cats in the 7th. A.J. Weininger hits a high fly ball into left field. She is gone! A.J. Weininger with a grand slam to end it as the Cardiac Cats walk it off again to take the home and home series against St. Francis. 7-3 was the final. Oh my goodness!
Stewart Hall takes the field at SF State for the Bay County's West League matchup with University. Stewart Hall with a runner on second in the bottom of the 1st. He takes off to steal 3rd, then the ball gets away, and he comes home to play at the plate. He got him! Next inning, Matty Griso with a grounder to the left side. He gets past the shortstop. Tate Gebhardt comes in to score. University takes the lead. Sabine Verteples looks to tack on, and he does on this single that sneaks past the fielder. Quincy Nash scores on Sabine's double, make it 4-0 University after 3. Runner on second in the top of the 4th. Here's a soft liner to William Malka, who flips to the shortstop for the 4-6 inning-ending double play. University showing off the leather with runners on in the bottom half when Alexander Coleman makes a nice grab to throw out the runner at 3rd to end the inning. Top of the 5th, runners on the corners. Verteples hits a line drive up the middle. Leo Felder and Jet Messenger score on the 2nd Sabine double of the game, 6-0 Devils. Top 6, runner on for Griso, who sends it down the 3rd base line, and this one will roll for a mile to the corner. ONG scores. Griso slides into 3rd as University wins the Bay County's West League title behind a dominant performance by Rowan Hartigan.
College Park taking the field, battling Clayton Valley. The Uggs are undefeated in league. This was a big defensive game from the jump. Avery Rodriguez in center field lays out to make the catch. What a play from the senior to keep it scoreless. Bottom of the 3rd, and CP has the bases loaded. A dribbler to Anya Pereira, to Angelina Vargas, to Victoria Collins at first. A 5-2-3 double play to end the inning. Top of the 4th, still scoreless, and now it's Clayton Valley threatening a liner to short. Maya Davis makes a diving grab and throws the second for the double play. This defensive showing was nuts. Clayton Valley puts a freshman on the mound for this one, and Camden Alton was great. It's a scoreless ball game heading into the 7th. The Uggs with a runner on second for Lola Winningham, and Lola hits a liner up the middle. Ruby Bartholomew holds up at 3rd. Runners on the corners with just 1 out. Isabella Holt hits a deep fly ball to center field. Alexis Weiler makes the catch, and there's the first run of the game. A sac fly for Holt makes it 1-0 Clayton Valley heading into the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. The Falcons have a runner on first. Savannah Wilson lines a base hit through the left side, and that puts the tying run at second, the winning run at first base. Alexis Weiler is up next, and she smacks it the opposite way, and it soars to left field. Herlinda Pacini scores, and Emma Lowry is the winning run. She scores, and down to their final out, the College Park Falcons put together a 2-out rally to walk it off, handing Clayton Valley its first league loss.
Let's go to the hardwood for some volleyball as Los Gatos battles Harker. The Eagles are flying high, and here Brandon Labio feeds Carrie Soon in the middle for the point. The Wildcats respond with Ali Aka with a great back set to Zach Renfrew, and that's a kill for the senior. But the Eagles take set 1. Here they take advantage of an overpass as Liam Jeffers puts it away. 25-20 Eagles. Harker looking to maintain its momentum in set 2. Rahul Yala working hard inside, and here he gets one of his 12 kills. But the Wildcats claw their way back. It's Sean Slover to Riley Nguyen to Marcus McGrath. That ain't coming back. Then Weston Kafer takes advantage of an overpass, spikes it down as LG wins set 2, 25-17. Set 3. We know Sean Slover can be a force at the net. Here's a vicious block by the junior. Then it's Slover with the bump. Nguyen with the set. Back to Slover for one of the junior's 16 kills. LG takes set 3, 25-19, and they would run away with set 4. How about McGrath and Nolan Hard timing their jumps perfectly to get the block? And Nolan had a great game, chipping away with 14 kills, including this one to put the nail in the coffin. Los Gatos improves to 10-4 in the De Anza division, taking this match 3-1.
Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Player of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
James the Spitter. These are your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. 49ers Cal High, Rikus Center.
Let's go. James Voorhees, senior pitcher, complete game shootout. He went out and he delivered. Only allowed 3 hits, strikeouts, he had 6. Yeah, he intimidates the hitters, manipulates the rhythm, it's a swing and a miss. James helped the Falcons stay on top of the list. In the Diablo League, they're red hot indeed. Up in the standings with some room to breathe. Caitlin Rose, 2 RBI, sending teammates home. When she steps to the plate, catch her in her zone. Stepped on the mound to help her team close. Trying to help the team get her banner rose. She struck out the last 2 batters though. The way she swings the bat, you could really tell she's a king at that. And she's striking fear every at bat. The Memorial Cougars are on the map. Yeah, they're on the map. Yeah, they're on the map.
James the Spitter, Rikus Center, Gary Rikus Players of the Week. 49ers Cal High.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Lane Makowski from the Livermore softball team. Lane great on the field and in the classroom with an amazing 4.5 GPA and headed to Northwestern University after her senior year.
Families choose Presentation High School because they want their daughters to grow in confidence, character, and athletic excellence. At Prez, athletics are more than just a competition. They're a celebration of community, resilience, and Panther pride. As a proud member of the West Catholic Athletic League, Prez student athletes consistently earn league and CCS titles while developing leadership skills that serve them on and off the field. With outstanding facilities including a gym, pool, softball field, and all-purpose turf, presentation programs support athletes at every level, whether you're chasing championships or personal bests. Learn more about Prez Athletics at presentationhs.org.
The San Francisco Giants present the Coach of the Week Award each week.
This week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week is Tanya Bergello from the Cappuccino softball team. The Mustangs, with 2 big league wins last week to build a 2-game lead over the rest of the league. Tanya Bergello, this week's San Francisco Giants Coach of the Week. Coming up, it's a Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with Branham and Pioneer.
And Freedom battles Liberty for first place in the Bay Valley League as 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, rolls along.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
I like those fireworks.
Post-game fireworks light up the sky on May 16th. Experience the magic at Oracle Park. Giants baseball, nothing like it.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. 2 weeks to play in the Mount Hamilton division. The Lee Longhorns have a 2-game lead over the rest of the field. Pioneer was all alone in second place to start the week with 2 close teams right behind.
Yeah, the Mustangs playing a home-and-home series with one of those teams. That's the Branham Bruins. Game 1 is this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Aubrey was there.
It's the Mount Hamilton division battle between Branham and Pioneer for our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Pioneer has a sophomore leading the team in average and runs. It's Easton DeGuara hitting .429 with 12 RBI this season. The Mustangs are 7-3 in league play, and the Branham Bruins are just 1 game back. Luka Nazevich will do it all for Branham, batting .350 on the year, and he will put together some good ABs. Both teams looking to stay in the league title hunt and get some Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwiches in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. This Pioneer fan will not be disappointed after this game. Pioneer in the bottom of the first has a runner on second for Ben Kennedy, and Ben gets a hold of that one. A deep liner to left field makes it to the fence, scoring Jaden Flores 1-0 Pioneer on the BK double. And the Mustangs are just getting going. Colton Bermeo lines a base hit up the middle. Chris Von Barlowen in center with a strong throw home, but it takes a weird hop, allowing BK to score an RBI for Bermeo. It's 2-0 Bruins. Ultimately, Jack Lewis fans the batter to end the inning, and here come the Bruin bats in the top of the second. Chris Von Barlowen chops a grounder through the left side and into left field for a base hit. But the Mustangs would get out of the inning unscathed. The bottom of the second, Andre Valdespino with 2 in scoring position rips a deep liner to right field, scoring Flores and Easton DeGuara. Pioneer piles on 4 in the inning to lead by 7 and aren't done yet. Third inning, Adam Larson grabs himself an RBI base knock on a single to left. Evan Holmes into third. Preston Bright steps on home. 8-0 Mustangs. Jaden Flores gets on base 3 times in this one. This flow base hit drives in Holmes. A big game at the plate for Flores, and a Holmes limbo takes us into the 5th inning with Pioneer leading 13-0. And with all that run support, Nate Forbes didn't have to be perfect, but he sure was, keeping the Bruins to just 3 hits in his 5 innings of work. This one only goes 5 as the mercy rule goes into effect, and we talked to Forbes after the game about that run support.
It's nice, just to have an offense that's working behind you, and it gives you confidence to go out there and perform well. We got depth and we have experience going deep into the CCS playoffs last year with the semifinals. We're better this year. We're ready.
What's your favorite Chick-fil-A sauce?
The Chick-fil-A sauce.
OG. In San Jose with this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Aubrey Tolliver, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Back to softball as Liberty hosts Freedom. Kate Skinner dealing all game long, getting 1 for 12 strikeouts, which includes this backwards K, jumping to the bottom of the 3rd. Runner on for Bella Rice, and that ball is gone. A 2-run blast. It's 2-0 Liberty. Next batter, Caitlin Macias gives this baby a ride. Goodbye. Back-to-back dingers for the Lions, and it's now 3-0. Here come the Falcons, though. Top 4, Jaden Proctor smashes this ball deep left center. Kiss that ball goodbye. A 2-run blast for the freshman. She's only a freshman. It's a 3-2 ball game, but the Falcons take the lead in the 5th. All tied at 3 until Terrellyn DeLauder shoots one out the left for an RBI single as Avery Del Real scores. 4-3 Falcons. Liberty looks to tie it up in the bottom half. Runner on for Macias, who shoots one up the middle for a knock. But Yasmin Sanchez fires it home, and DeLauder applies the tag to keep this a 1-run game. And Del Real would deliver a huge RBI in the 6th for the Falcons. With this shot out the right side of the plate, Alexis Rhodes, 5-3 Freedom. But the Lions roar back in the 7th. Runner on for Kelsey Skaggs. Deep shot! All you can do is look up, kiss that ball goodbye. A 2-run blast for the UNLV bound senior, all tied at 5. And we're going to the 8th. Runner on third. The Lions would answer with the clutch knock from Kylie McKinney. It's a walk-off single for the junior as Liberty hands Freedom its first league loss of the season. 6-5 was the final.
First round of the NCS Girls Lacrosse Playoffs with 8th-seeded Miramonte hosting 9th-seeded San Marin. The hometown Matadors are first on the board. Sydney Gray feeds Sawyer Bullig, and that quick catch and shoot from Sawyer makes it 1-0 Miramonte. San Marin scores 3 unanswered. Alex Chamberlain over the top to Abby Bartolo. 3-2 San Marin after 1. Then we got Alex Chamberlain fighting for some space. She fires and goes top shelf to extend the Mustangs' lead. On the ensuing face-off, the ball is thrown up in the air and Sawyer Bullig comes down with it. The Mats win the face-off and Sawyer goes on a run before passing it off to Dylan Tawes, who shoots and scores. It's 4-3 San Marin. But the Mustangs go up by 2 again. Alex feeds a cutting Izzy Kukulis, and the freshman delivers a goal with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Check out this defense from San Marin. Abby Bartolo strips the ball loose, picks it up, and that's an easy score for the junior, one of Abby's 5 goals in the game. Also leading the Mustangs with 5 goals is Alex Chamberlain, as San Marin goes on to win this first round playoff game 18-12, a road victory for the Mustangs.
Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Samantha Para from the Carondelet softball team. Samantha is a member of National Honor Society. She is also a peer counselor and a senior council representative. She plays a key role in planning events, bringing the senior class together. Samantha Para is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week goes to Mikhail Okpala with this amazing throw to the plate from right field, nailing the runner. Mikhail Okpala with the D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the softball team from Notre Dame Belmont, the Tigers, with a very impressive 3.93 overall GPA.
Coming up, first place on the line in the WAC Foothill League as Castro Valley meets Alameda.
And the title game in the West Catholic for boys volleyball, but first, here is this week's U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 softball poll.
Hurry time!
From the beginning, Meriwest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Meriwest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Meriwest works for me.
Meriwest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Meriwest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Diamond Training and Development is the Bay Area's largest training facility. Our expert coaches with decades of experience will help you raise your game to the next level. Diamond Training and Development makes sure you stay safe while you train to keep you in the game. Our state-of-the-art equipment will help make your game better than the rest. For baseball, softball, and personal training, Diamond Training and Development will help you get the game you want. Start getting better today.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are Morel Catholic, and you're watching 49er Cal High Sport.
Presented by U.S. Bank.
The Castro Valley softball team held sole possession of first place in the West Alameda County Foothill League at the start of this week. The Trojans, with a 4-3 win over second place Alameda, earlier this season.
The rematch played this week with the Hornets hoping to knock off the first place Trojans and move into a first place tie. The big game played at Castro Valley on Tuesday.
The Trojans looking to stay perfect in league play as Castro Valley hosts Alameda. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Alanis Robertson went to work early, getting one of the outstanding sophomores' 12 strikeouts of the day. Some spectacular defense in the top of the second. Runner at first for Alameda, hard hit ball to Alicia Robertson, who flips the glove to Giselle DeCassis. One more throw to Kaylee Armstrong for the 4-6-3 double play. Some offense now in the bottom of the third as Alicia Robertson lines a shot into the gap to right for a double and would later advance to third. 2 outs now as the LSU commit DeCassis sends a bouncer to the pitcher who cannot make the play. Alicia scores, giving the Trojans a 1-0 lead. Hornets looking to answer back in the top of the fourth. Desiree Shoblo drops the ball to right field for a base hit, and after a walk, Alameda has runners on first and second. Aaliyah Sutherland shows why the senior is a team captain. Lining one up the middle and going home is Shoblo. The throw to third ends up going into the dugout, causing both runners to advance. Mia Wong scores. Sutherland goes to third. Hornets take a 2-1 lead. Bottom of the fifth now as Trojans have runners at first and second. 2 outs. Miley Snellgrove sends a hit to right. That drops. Alicia scores from second and rounding third. Sliding home is twin sister Alanis. The Trojans are ecstatic. Castro Valley takes back the lead and holds on to get the 3-2 victory over Alameda.
Here come the Bellarmine Bells in this West Catholic League title game against Mitty. The Bells take the first. Nate Berliner up to Holden Finley, who sets freshman Luke Bosanak. The Bells had to fight back in the first. Berliner to Jake Berenger over to J.J. Barton with his signature back tap, and the Bells get the first. Mitty comes back in the second. William Dryden is a great player for the Monarchs. The UC Santa Barbara commit gets the block. The Monarchs take the second. Ethan Lee to Ryan Barnes. Deep set to Dryden. And yeah, that's not coming back. Tied at 1 apiece. And back come the Bells. Cole Morgan putting up a wall at the net for Bellarmine. The Bells take the third. Berliner to Finley to Bosanak. Way up and straight down. Bells up 2-1. Back comes Mitty in the fourth. Aiden Rowe gets it up to Barnes outside to Dryden with another of his 36 kills in the match. The Monarchs take the fourth. Here, E.J. Tajano to Barnes, and Dryden was unstoppable. We're tied at 2 sets apiece. We go to a fifth and final set, and it's Dryden. A one-hand up to Oscar Clement. Back to Dryden, who tools it off the block for an early fifth set lead. Match point, and it's Clement to Barnes. And from the back row, Dryden just crushes it as Mitty takes the league championship with a 5-set victory. The Monarchs now 34-2 on the season.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbroek joins us now with the Andrew Hill football player and the weight lifted off his shoulders.
Robert Aubrey, for Andrew Hill's Ernesto Ochoa, hard work extends far beyond sports. From a powerful transformation to stepping up for his family during tough times, Ernesto's journey is one of strength, sacrifice, and heart. Watching Ernesto Ochoa shoot a basketball might look like any other day, but for this hard-working athlete, every shot is part of a much bigger story.
Honestly, it was just the people who didn't believe in me. I mean, it was hard just keeping consistent with it, but I pushed through it. I wanted it bad, and I got it.
During Ernesto's freshman year, he was overcoming a weight problem. At one point, he weighed over 400 pounds.
So I've had people call me a lot of names. I've had people touch my stomach, touch right here. I've had my whole life I've been bullied, and so my freshman year, I feel like that's where I wanted to change.
After football and basketball practices, Ernesto started running on his own, averaging 15 miles a week.
He would put on a trash bag, and I would drive down Capitol, and I would see somebody running. And the transformation, everybody saw it. He was out there and he put the work in.
Back then he didn't have a car, so I would pick him up and I'd be out there waiting for him just to finish running. He worked really, really hard to lose a lot of weight.
And the late night runs paid off. Ernesto lost just over 140 pounds, a massive transformation where this terrific athlete earned more playing time, especially in basketball.
Honestly, it meant everything, but I just had to stay humble through it because that's how I got there, so I had to stay like that. My freshman year, I got put in the last few minutes sometimes I didn't even get put in. And starting up from there, my sophomore year I got more minutes. Junior year, I barely got off the court. Senior year is the same thing. I barely got off the court, so it meant everything to me.
But beyond sports, Ernesto's family was facing a painful reality at home. A traumatic situation involving his sister Alyssa that all began in 2024.
Obviously, my sister was sexually assaulted by her ex-boyfriend. It was really hard seeing my sister like that and my family. I mean, we went through a lot of stuff. It's a really depressing time.
One of the images I can't get out of my head is my daughter's lifeless face when she was unconscious, and my son's screams and his yells and cries. Those are things that have stayed with me.
While Alyssa is still dealing from what happened, she's made incredible progress attending school more consistently and raising her grades compared to last year, with Ernesto supporting her every step of the way.
Now, I'm proud of her. She's come a long way, so she's doing good right now. Has a job now. She comes to school every day. She's picked up her grades a lot.
In the middle of it all, Ernesto did more than just show up. He stepped up. He became the emotional backbone of his family when they needed him the most.
Son has been able to really step up to the plate. You know, he kind of kept it together for us not to worry about him, but he took on a lot that a kid shouldn't take on.
Whether it's lifting weights, elevating his game, or carrying his family through their darkest moments, Ernesto Ochoa continues the rise. From overcoming bullying to supporting his sister and leading by example, Ernesto proves being a good athlete starts with being an even better person, a true inspiration to his family.
And the growth he went through from his freshman year to now is just incredible.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Outstanding. Thanks, Jake. Mirror West Credit Union brings us the Mirror West Merit Award, an award given credit to Bay Area teachers.
Here's Mo Overbay and Vanessa Carlos from Woodside talking about their outstanding teacher, Gordon Budimirovich.
Our favorite teacher at Woodside is Mr. B. He teaches English, and I never thought I liked that subject before, but his class makes me want to go to class and learn English. He's really cool.
Diamond Training and Development is an amazing baseball, softball, and training facility in Sunnyvale, led by former professional ball player and our good friend Adam Shorsher.
Each week, Diamond Training and Development brings us a diamond in the rough. This is a young athlete who is headed towards great success in their sport. This week, we recognize Dana Matroni from the Cappuccino softball team. Just a sophomore, Dana is hitting .412 with 28 hits and 18 RBI for the Mustangs.
Coming up, Diablo Foothill League action in baseball with College Park battling Benicia.
And East Bay League baseball as first place Granada takes on Livermore. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teens every week. Become a 49ers Cal High Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
The College Park Falcons are all alone in first place in the Diablo Foothill League. The Falcons with Sebastian Alvarez taking the hill.
The Falcons take on Benicia this week with a 2-game lead and just 1 week to play. Here's action from a thrilling Game 1 of this 2-game set played on Tuesday. Here come the first place College Park Falcons taking their home field against Benicia. Benicia gets on the board first in the first as Miles Cooper sends a slicing shot to right. Heading to third is Nash Rubens. He would score on a balk, 1-0 Panthers. Great play here by Benicia's Peyton Rowles at short, snagging the hot shot and getting the out at second. Top three now runners at first and second, and here's Cooper again. A solid single to center, rounding third, and heading to the plate is Rowles. It's 2-0 Benicia. Bottom three, and College Park gets 2 runs, both on bases-loaded walks to tie the game at 2-all. Desmond Cobb taking ball 4 there. Still tied top 5 as Nash Rubens crushes this one to deep left, and it is just off the tip of the fielder's glove. That's a home run for Rubens, and the Panthers celebrate a 3-2 lead. Bottom 5 now as Cobb sends this one to deep left, but this time it is caught as Jackson Habiger makes a spectacular grab, robbing Cobb of a home run and keeping the Panthers up by 1. Second and third for the Falcons in the 6th. A pass ball as Matthew Timmo scores in a cloud of dust, and we're tied at 3-all. Top 7, a runner on for Benicia, but a great play by T.J. Reinhardt at first, snagging the shot, tags the bag, a perfect throw to second. Tino Vassell the tag. That's a double play. We go to extra innings. Top 8, 2 on for Beckett Miyamoto, who singles to right. Heading home is Colton Polt, and when the ball gets away, Habiger scores as Benicia wins it 5-3 in 8 innings in thrilling style. Benicia moving to within 1 game of first place. Big games for Rubens and Cooper.
Let's go to Livermore for this rivalry showdown between Livermore and Granada, and Mikey Boyd gets the Mariners going with this shot out the deep center. It is high, it is far, it is gone. A 3-run blast for Mikey. It's 3-0 Granada. The match would score 3 more in the first, which includes this knock by Joey Morosco out the center. Chase Nadeau touches home plate, 6-0 Granada. Estevan Duarte had a great football season in the backfield, but he also had a great game with a pair of knocks, which includes this shot out the right side of the plate. Boyd and Peyton Richards. Another big inning for those Mats. 6 in the first inning. How about 8 runs in the third? Nadeau smacks this ball out the right center, and this ball finds the grass to plate 2 more runs. 14-0 Matadors. Alex Piscotti did his job, tossing 3 in the third innings without allowing a run nor a hit. And here Alex gets to strike out to end the third. And Granada was putting on a show. Carlos Hernandez gives this baby a ride. You can kiss that ball goodbye. It's a 2-run bomb for Carlos. Why is he getting the silent treatment? Oh, never mind. It's okay to celebrate. Livermore would add 4 runs late in this one. 2 of them coming from this knock by Braden Ford. Built Ford tough, but not enough as Granada takes game 1 of this 2-game set. 18-4 was the final.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
Here are our top 5 finalists. These 5 student athletes will all split $10,000 in scholarships at our end of the season awards banquet, courtesy of Lexus of Stevens Creek.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian honors student athletes who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Audrey Jing from the Mills softball team.
I think just balancing school and sports, and then just really keeping those grades up so you can go wherever you want, and I think that you'll end up where you want to be.
Valley Christian Schools recently hosted a special piano master class for their elementary students, led by high school piano teacher Mrs. Gunter. Each young pianist had the opportunity to perform, receiving personalized tips, encouragement, and expert guidance to help them shine on stage. These talented musicians are already tackling pieces well beyond their years, and experiences like this are helping them grow with confidence. Learn more about Valley Christian's award-winning Conservatory of the Arts and become a warrior today at vcs.net.
Coming up, Santa Teresa Division action as Lincoln battles Sobrato.
And South San meets Crystal Springs Upland, but first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips to make learning with ADHD easier. like incorporating movement or hands-on activities to stay engaged, setting clear goals for each study session to stay on track, using checklists to break tasks down into steps and to track progress. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
The Lincoln Lions come into this week in a first-place tie with Sobrato in the Santa Teresa division. The Lions led by Ryan Bernwanger and his team leading .433 batting average.
The Lions playing 2 with Sobrato this week. The Bulldogs just 1 game back with Hunter Rubo hitting .438. Action from Game 2 played at Lincoln on Thursday.
Here come the Lincoln Lions taking on league rival Sobrato. Lots of great defense in this game. Here's Sobrato's second baseman Braylon Velardes with a nice flip to second to just get the out. Runners at first and second now for Lincoln. Here's the bunt. Right on top of it is Austin Pearson. The ball hits the ground. The runner at first ends up safe, but Pearson gets the runner going to third. Still first and second for Jonas Gamez, and Jonas comes up clutch with a 2-out base hit. Racing home from second is Jaden Peters, 1-0 Lions. The Bulldogs come right back in the third. Runner at third for Dylan Brown, who sends it high and plenty deep enough in center to score Vince Pomo, and we are tied at 1-1. These bunts were an adventure in this game. This time Pomo charging. He makes the catch and throws and gets the runner at first. That's a double play. The Lions get great pitching from Jaden Peters and fine defense here by the Lions' Andres Garcia with a diving, tumbling catch denied. Still 1-1 in the fifth, 1 on for Lincoln, but Sobrato goes Velardes to Hunter Rubo to Pearson for a slick double play. Bottom 7 still tied at 1-1. 1 on for Lorenzo Colasso, who bounces it with a big home team hop over short. Then with runners at first and second, the ball is hit to second, but the throw to second base goes into left field, and racing around the bases is Stromberg, and the Lions celebrate a 2-1 win. They're pretty happy. The Lions now just 1 game behind first place Piedmont Hills with 2 games to play.
South San Francisco gets set to face Crystal Springs in a Peninsula Lake League game. Both starters dealing early. Emilio Oseguera gets the batter looking for his first of 6 strikeouts. Runner on third, 2 outs. No worries for Brandon Ma. He gets the backwards K to end the inning scoreless. Runner on first for Connor Uchida, who sends a towering drive to deep center, and this one will drop. Ma moves to third on the Connor double, and then with 2 outs, Tyler Hainbrick sends this one up the middle. Both runs come in to score on the Hainbrick single. In the fourth, it's 2-0 Crystal Springs. South City responds in the top half when Gabriel Martin hits it out of the fielder's reach. Oseguera goes from first to third, and Martin's in with a stand-up double. Emilio scores on a fielder's choice, and Adam Keith singles on a grounder to left field. Martin comes in to score and tie this game up at 2 in the top of the 5th. Runners in scoring position in the bottom of the 6th for Hainbrick, and Tyler delivers for the second time tonight, this time on a single to right field. Uchida comes in as the go-ahead run, 3-2 Griffins. Bases loaded, 2 out in the top of the 7th. Hero Wong comes in to pitch and gets the strikeout to end the game and secure the Crystal Springs dub. And his boys are fired up as Hero is the hero. On Thursday afternoon, Hainbrick goes 2 for 3 at the plate with 3 RBI.
Venardi Zurada is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Dave Curry. Dave is now an assistant coach with the league baseball team. Dave spent 18 years as head coach at Wilcox, winning 11 league and 3 CCS titles. 30 years in all as either a head coach or assistant. Dave battled thyroid and lung cancer back in the early 2000s. Dave played baseball on scholarship at Santa Clara University in 1990. Dave Curry, this week's Venardi Zurada, hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work Play every week. This is a play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the good folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work Play goes to Andrea Tall from the Newark Memorial softball team. Andrea with an amazing catch in the outfield and a big win for the Cougars last week. Andrea Tall doing the dirty work just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. Coming up, Rondelet in California in the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
And Los Altos hosts league rival Wilcox right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Be a part of the biggest season of Earthquake soccer. The league's biggest rivalries. Soccer's biggest stars. All on the Bay's biggest stages. Race for impact.
Some bling for the kids.
Youth Baseball Day closes out the weekend on Sunday, May 18th as kids receive an SF chain, Giant style for every young fan. Giants baseball, nothing like it.
Two great softball teams meeting this week with first place at stake in the East Bay League. Both Carondelet and California are tied for the league lead with 9-2 records.
The two teams meeting on the final day of the regular season to decide the regular season title. It's our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Welcome to California High School as both California and Carondelet play for the East Bay League regular season title on the final day of league play. Both teams feature outstanding players. For California, it's junior Shayla Santolucido. The Oregon State commit is hitting .427 on the season with 2 home runs and 18 RBI. For Carondelet, it's sophomore Angela Gates, who's hitting .517 with 3 home runs and 24 RBIs on the year. Who will take home the East Bay League regular season title? Let's find out in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. California loads the bases in the first, but Maya Schultens gets a strikeout to get out of the bases loaded jam. No score after 1. Carondelet on the board in the second. Joel Colquitt lines one to center field for a base hit. Angela Gates comes in to score, and it's 1-0 Cougars after 2. Top 3 now, and Mylana Lopez sends a fly ball to center field. That's good enough to score Ariel Henriquez. The Cougars get another run on an error, and it's 3-0 Carondelet. Cal gets one back in the bottom half as Haley King grounds one up the middle. Here comes Jada Crosby, and Jada is safe at the plate. It's 3-1 Cougars after 3. The Grizzlies looking for more in the fourth, but Schulten snags the liner for 1, then throws it to Joel Colquitt, who does a great job picking the ball off the dirt for the 1-3 double play. Then it's Schulten's getting one of her 4 strikeouts on the day. Still 3-1 Cougars after 4. Carondelet breaks it open in the 5th. Kylie Abrujena hits it high and deep to center field. That one falls in and finds the outfield grass as Ariel Henriquez comes in to score. 4-1 Cougars. Mylana Lopez keeps the line moving with a solid single to center field. Nori Omeni scores. Right behind her is Skyla Cormier as the Cougars take a 6-1 lead. The Cougars get another run on a ground out. Then Henriquez chops one over the third baseman's head for an infield single as Reese Albano scores. 8-1 Carondelet. One more for the Cougars as Omeni grounds one up the middle for a hit as Kira Angurasov comes home. Carondelet looking to score another, but Haley King fires a strike to Shayla Santolucido at the plate, and the runner is out at the plate. 9-1 Cougars after 5. 2 down in the 7th now, and Schultens induces the pop-up. Henriquez makes the catch to end it as Carondelet wins the East Bay League regular season title. Here's Maya Schultens after the game.
We show up each game feeling good. We show up each game being there for each other, and I think that's the most important part of being a team. You know, I feel supported by each one, each freshman, each sophomore, each junior, and each of my 7 seniors. As our last season, I think we really want to go out with a bang, and you know, we're ready to take NCS. We're ready to take E-ball.
In San Ramon with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
The Los Altos baseball team is having a terrific season.
The guys talking about it with Jake before their game with Wilcox at the Rikus Center this week.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for Human Enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the baseball team from Los Altos High School. Make some noise! Good energy, good energy. So I'm starting off with Kai McQuitty, a senior captain on this team. You've been on this program for numbers of years. And, you know, you guys have been playing some wonderful baseball thus far, winning 9 of your last 10 games. Just talk about how important it is for this team to get rolling, especially come this point of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, winning the last 9 of 10, we've got great momentum coming into this week against Wilcox. You know, we're tied for second against Wilcox. So these guys... these are going to be very important games, but we know even with momentum coming into this series, we're going to need to remain focused and high energy to get these games this week.
Talking about another senior, Darian Wesley, .415 batting average, 27 knocks, 24 ribbies. So for you, Darian, you've been on this program for a number of years. Just talk about what's the one thing that stands out about this team.
One thing that stands out about this team is like our team chemistry. I feel like is really good. Team morale, because like a lot of us has been playing like Little League and travel ball together for a long time. So yeah, and like for a lot of us are like seniors. We have 10 seniors, so for a lot of us, it's our last ride. So we're like playing to win.
Finally, I'm making my way over to Gavin Moore. So, all right, so the league races are winding down. You guys got 4 or 5 more league games, if I recall correctly. So you guys got Wilcox coming up. What's the one thing that draws your attention with this Chargers squad?
I don't know a lot about Wilcox. I know they're a very good team, and the last 3 years we played them, and we just need to be a great team. We need to play the types of games that we know that we can play. Just execute on pitching, execute on defense, and just hit well.
All right, you're going to see these guys in action against Wilcox coming up next. But first, take us out with a break.
Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3, Eagles! Off to Los Altos now as the Eagles take on Wilcox Wednesday afternoon. Los Altos on the board first as Gavin Moore sends a deep fly ball to center field. That's good enough to score Quinchochos, and it's 1-0 Eagles after 1. But Wilcox answers back in the second. Gilbert Padilla grounds one to first. Gilbert is safe at first as Justin Forster comes in to score to tie the game at 1. Bottom 3 now, and Gavin Moore absolutely destroys this baseball to deep right field. That one is way out of here. Gavin's 6th home run of the season as the Los Altos Eagles take a 3-1 lead after 3. Wilcox charges back in the 5th. Jake Preto lines one to right field for extra bases. Mateo Escobedo comes in to score as the Chargers tie the game at 3. Then a couple batters later, Isaiah Mata hits a high pop-up in the infield. That one drops in for a base hit. Jake Preto scores as the Chargers jump ahead 4-3. Then it's Gilbert Padilla with a base knock to right field as Diego Prado and Isaiah Mata score. Wilcox gets one more on an error to make it 7-3 Chargers after 5. Then in the 6th, Isaiah Mata crushes one deep to center field. That one will go all the way to the fence. Mateo Escobedo and Jake Preto both score as Wilcox wins it 13-3 to go to 17-7 on the season, 8-3 in the Santa Clara Valley De Anza League.
Coming up, Los Lomas and Berean Christian battle at the top of the Diablo Valley League.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Top 10 Baseball Poll. Berean Christian starts this week all alone in first place with a perfect 7-0 league record.
The Eagles playing 2 with Los Lomas this week. Here's action from Game 1 played on Monday.
Joseph Angelo on the mound for Berean Christian as the Eagles take on Los Lomas at Diablo Valley College. The Knights on the board first. Cristo Georgiou grounds one up the middle for a base hit. Jack Foscolina comes in to score, and it's 1-0 Los Lomas after 1. The Knights add on in the second as Jack Foscolina goes the other way for a single. Noah Cison scores, and it's 2-0 Los Lomas Knights after 2. Berean gets a run in the third off an error. Then with the bases loaded, Joseph Angelo takes ball 4. That allows Max McTeague to score, and the game is tied at 2. Still bases loaded for Zach Upshaw, who grounds one to the right side of the infield for a single. Luke Upshaw scores. Josh Warner scores. Here comes Joseph Angelo, and Joseph is safe at the plate. 5-2 Berean Christian after 3. Then in the 4th, Max McTeague hits it high and deep to center field. Foscalina comes up with a spectacular diving catch to take away a base hit, but that will be good enough to score Riley Sabo, and it's 6-2 Berean Christian after 4. Bottom 5 now, when Damon Niu sends a sizzling shot to center field for extra bases. Joseph Angeles scores. Right behind him is Zach Upshaw. The Eagles looking for another run, but Cristo Georgiou throws a strike to the plate, and the runner is out of the plate. 8-2 Berean Christian after 5. Los Lomas answers back in the 6th. Cooper Wright grounds one to short. Berean gets the out at second, but the throw to first is off as Charles Lowen and Noah Cison both score. It's 8-5 Eagles after 6. 1-on-2 out in the 7th now, and Josh Werner induces the fly ball to center field. Damon Niu makes the catch to end it as Berean Christian wins it 8-5 to stay on top of the Diablo Valley standings at 7-0. Damon Niu and Zach Upshaw with big games for the Eagles.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Scott Baldwin from the Castro Valley baseball team. The outstanding pitcher is also great in the classroom with a 4.63 GPA.
Wow. Brought to you by the Harker School. The class of 2025 recently met with their grade 5 Eagle buddies for the last time as Harker students, making crafts, having fun on the playground, and sharing some heartfelt parting words. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the St. Ignatius baseball team. AJ Weininger with a drive to left field. That ball is gone as the Cardiac Cats walk it off in grand style, and the boys were happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here's this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital.
Set financial goals and decide what you want to save for. And set specific, achievable goals. Use financial wellness tools and personalized dashboards to track progress towards goals.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here it is, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
We start off with college sports. Maya Davis snagging the liner, then firing to second for the double play. But the play of the week has to go to Benicius. Jackson Habiger. Oh my goodness. Jackson taking the home run away. Somebody call the cops. Jackson Habiger, you just won the play of the week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the story of the talented Milpitas badminton player fighting on the court while watching both his parents fight stage 4 cancer. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.